You're very busy. We're both very busy. So those kind of happen. Then back garden and the front garden, and basically there's not much to do, to be quite honest. I mean, some trees. Not like I have a garden obtaining a lot of things. I mean, I have like a porch where I sit. I get a grass part, so from time to time I have to cut the grass in front and in the back, and that's about it, to be honest. The rest is just side trees, and you need to remove a branch or this or that, but it's not like I have a garden which obtains a lot of work, and house-wise, well, if I have something to do, I prefer somebody who has the knowledge from it. It's something else myself. It's worse. No, if you basically see how the markets are doing, it's a bit like, I know I could take, probably a lot of people will do business with me. At the same time, having your own business will create also a lot of extra stress and work. So, it's like there's pluses and there's minuses, pros and cons. And I'm a bit in dubio. 6 months ago I would say, the market is really blooming, but now I'm a bit like, I don't know. As I say, I'm not in a rush, to be honest. We are working on a new project, which is also very interesting. I mean, not so chaotic at the moment yet. Getting there. Working on lately. Well, I mean, we're working on a reverse takeover in a particular firm. It's basically similar what we have with yourself on the Eldora and the Black Hawk, but it's an energy company. Asian Power Solutions is what we're working on currently. They are basically want to go inside with another energy company, a non-trading company, going together with a trading company by diminishing the costs of their normal flotation process. We are acquiring, it's just a project, as I said, we just started on 2 months ago, and basically it's still towards the end of the year that we're going to work. Plus finishing off always, you always have like, which you probably do know yourself, or that projects which roll over a little bit and delayed for several reasons. Of course, the situation where you're in with the Eldora and Black Hawk. And like there's a few other people as well where you always have like delayed roll and finishing up and paperwork, etc. So always busy. Exactly. True. Now, considering yourself, of course, when with each other, which was in beginning of June, received the paperwork, I assume, because you're locked in the deal, and for us, of course, as I said, it's a company buying up the Eldora and the Black Hawk shares, and you're just bringing it up to a total, because both companies basically are not trading anymore on the markets because they're in process of taking over. So whatever you probably read positive and negatives about the Eldora or even Black Hawk. There's no trading anymore. There's suspended trade because of the takeover. I mean, you have nothing to fear about being locked into this reverse takeover by the client, and that's why we're doing the payout. We discussed, that brings your total up from the Eldora holding. Plus the Black Hawk gives it 18 short, for which we paid an X amount already, so you have nothing to worry about because the company is simply not trading. You're just participating in this particular, whatever you want to call it. I mean, you're saying you want to think about it, but we don't have that much time, to be quite honest. We're going to settle in June. So you say you don't want to participate. You don't want to participate, you're saying. I mean, you're not losing the money, but I'm not going to buy the shares from you. And you then have to wait for another opportunity in the market cross, and I then probably will reckon it will be hopefully somebody in the near future who probably would like to buy your shares off and use them as a write-off. Basically it means, well, you cannot sell your shares at the current moment because they're taken over by a company. It means that the value of the shares is not there. It's not like you can go to a broker and say sell them on the open market. People do what some companies do, or private investors do, if they know that people are holding shares in a company where there's some money in, they use them as a tax write-off. So if they make profit of, let's say, 10 million, and they have a write-off value of shares they pay the next amount for, they can write it off as a tax write-off. But when that's going to happen, sir, I don't know. would be a big loss, of course, on your end. Explained to you already in June. That's why, as I said, I was expecting for you to participate in it because, we, of course, did the bigger part of that. I mean, whatever you read is applied to you. That's what I explained to you. But if you're saying to me, look, I do not, I cannot, or for whatever reason, your good reason, sir, I will question that, do not want to participate, yeah, you put a lot of money in it, but then you might lose, then you lose it. And as I said, I unfortunately, rules, regulators' rules, they change constantly and frequently, sir. Holdings, tax holdings, corporate holdings, corporate blocks. It's been a very bumpy road, right? In Europe, basically, with a lot of firms increasing holdings, taxes, which is something we have to oblige, which is not nice for us, but it's also not nice for the client. For that reason, you maybe do not trust me or the company. I do understand that. But finance isn't about emotions. Finance is hard sometimes and not really the way we want it. We said, well, could it be wait? Well, fortunately, no. No, I don't have my goals yet because I'm going to get it in October, I think. September, beginning of October, because I was around the same stage as yourself. Yeah, but you did to December, one in October. I think I did it in August, but they say beginning of September for that reason. And that's getting it October or first week November. Like that, yes. October or November. I don't know what date that falls. Sorry? Oh, yeah, of course. I do email them. I mean, I'm going to constantly call them up, but I'm at liberty to do so. There are delayed progress in flotation, several reasons. They had filed a certain profit margin lower than what they expected to be, so they had to rewrite their financial plan, and it's delayed on the London GXG. But it's in process. But then again, it's waiting for the inevitable. CEOs or the people deciding certain things, regulators can delay or hold certain things up. So, I mean, on anything, I want, said you've got three things. You've got this first 3,000 to complete, of course, this reverse takeover for the initial takeoff for, our contact. Incas is in process, and the gold is basically due to. There's no problems at all, sir. Yeah, I mean, this market, as I said, it's been a very rocky road, right, for several reasons, sir. I'll make a note. I understand, but, sir, I mean, I cannot do certain things. Sir, I mean, also, as I said, I mean, I'm working on another project as well, just finishing up. Let me to know if you're going to participate in this or not. It's not like I can give you a full month off, because I was expecting you already have settled, but nothing, so no problem. Okay, no problem, sir. Yeah, well, as I said, the quicker the better. I don't have like a month, but, because it should have been paid in June, I can extend it for 2 weeks, but that will be only 2 weeks, so officially I have till the 12th of July. If you don't do before the 12th of July, it's basically I cannot extend it anymore.